California Attorney General Rob Bonta has launched a civil rights investigation into the response to the Eaton fire that killed 19 people last year. Fox 11's Nick Garcia live in Altadena with the reason behind the probe and how survivors are reacting. Nick?
Right, Susan. Well, many in West Altadena feel they were not properly warned about the Eaton fire as it swept through this area last year. That delay now the center of a civil rights investigation.
No evacuation notices, and not only were homes lost, but there were lives lost because of that as well.
Emeka Chikura lives in West Altadena. His home survived, but his business on Lake Avenue, Rhythms of the Village, did not. He says he never received an evacuation notice. Some in West Altadena say they received them hours after the rest of Altadena did.
No evacuation notices. We just look out and you see smoke coming, you see fire coming, and by that time, you know, it's too late, and we were forced to flee.
West Altadena is a historically black community. The Attorney General's office says 18 of the 19 people killed by the Eaton fire lived in West Altadena.
So what we see here is racism is still around. That's what we see here. So in the Eaton fire, what happened is there's two parts of Altadena. There's West Altadena, there's East Altadena. East Altadena got the evacuation orders very quickly. Everybody evacuated. Nobody passed away on the east side, but on the west side, 19 people died. The west side is a historically black community. And a lot of these people also lost a lot of their homes as well. So basically, as you know, as a person of color, you need to understand that racism is still around. What else would explain that the black side didn't get the evacuation orders, but the non-black side got the orders? This doesn't need to be a long investigation. This is one of those things where they wanted to target this side and target those people. This is why, you know, I hate to say it, man, this is why you see a lot of black people, when they make some money, they don't want to live amongst each other. The reason why is this. Because when things happen like this, you kind of feel like you're not going to be protected as if you were in the other neighborhoods. This is why you see black people, when they move up, they move into the white neighborhoods, because they know those neighborhoods will be protected. Exhibit A. Why is West Altadena, a historically black community, did not get the evacuation orders, and all the people that died were on the west side? This don't need to be a long investigation. This is pretty simple. This is pretty simple to say they were done wrong on purpose. I just don't understand y'all, and y'all get mad. Like I said, y'all get mad when, you know, black people make some money and they live in the suburbs with the white folks. It's not because, you know, they think they're better than you. It's just know that I'm in this neighborhood and I know this neighborhood will be safe because I'm not the predominant race in this area. I'm telling y'all the truth. Because you see, if you live in an all-black neighborhood when there's natural disasters, look what happens. Who got hit the worst? Who lost the most lives? The people on the black side. That's the sad part about this. That's the sad part. They said that some people say they didn't receive any evacuation alerts, and other people received evacuation alerts many, many hours later than the other parts of Altadena. So as a result, almost all the fire deaths and much of the property loss occurred in the West Altadena area. This is worse than this. This is clear as day, in your face. I'm not one to always jump and say, "Oh, it's racism." That's not who I am. I'm always holding people accountable. But this right here is a form of racism. This right here is a form of discrimination. I'm not one to quick to jump, but I did my research, watched the videos, and how can you explain to me how one part of a city gets all of the alerts, everybody gets out, they do have some property loss, but it wasn't a lot of that, but most of the damage happened on the black side? What makes you think right there? And then, so what does that tell me then? So you telling me that they didn't even try to save these properties because they were already goners? When we look at the Eaton fire, when we look at the Palisades fire, These were targeted areas to where they can get that land. Now you have these same black people even living in that West Altadena area. They ain't get that much money from the insurance. Now they forced to sell. That's the crazy part. This is the crazy part that we living in, but it's clear as day. I'm never one to jump and play the race card, but after my research, this is discrimination at its finest right here.
Did unlawful race, disability, or age-based discrimination in the emergency response result in a delayed evacuation notification that disproportionately impacted West Altadena residents?
That's why Attorney General Rob Bonta says his office is investigating. LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger, who represents Altadena, says she welcomes the investigation, adding the county will provide Bonta's office with whatever it needs.
There is a population.
This is who represents Altadena. This is who represents Altadena. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me the Attorney General had to say something like this. She's over the district. Why didn't she say something about this a long time ago? Why didn't she, say, you know what, this is sad. Why I don't know, understand why the West Altadena got hit like this. Now she's coming out saying something. This is her district, and she's just now saying something because the AG finally said, we're going to do an investigation of this. This is why you got to understand who you're voting for. This is why you got to understand who you are voting for, because you got people in your leadership that do not care about you. This is why it's important to say, you know what, why you ain't say nothing about the West Altadena thing? We voted for you. This is who's over that area. And she's just now coming out, instead of saying that, you know what, the West Altadena got hit, we need to check this because this don't make no sense. I'm outraged. She looked calm as day. Yeah, we'll help. Investigations don't do nothing, man. They take forever. Nobody will get paid. Nobody's going to get the restitution that they need, especially on the West Altadena side, a.k.a. the black side. But this is who y'all leader is. This is who your leader is. This is who y'all vote for. This is why it's important to say, you know what, let me see the actions that this person did. I would never vote for this person. Just off of this. Off of this one thing, I would not vote for her. I wouldn't vote for her. Why would I? Why would I vote for her? Why? It makes no sense to me.
In Altadena, especially on the west side, that feels they were disenfranchised and they were left to die. And no one should feel that way. And so it's important for us to work together to get the answers for those people.
That investigation, it gives me hope that maybe we will get to the answers, get to the bottom of this.
For Shakura and the rest of West Altadena, they're hoping the answers will lead to real solutions. Now, this is a civil investigation. The Attorney General really not elaborating on what could happen based on the findings here. But important to note, this is not a criminal investigation, so answers and possible solutions.
This makes the AG look good. It makes the AG look good. It gets the story out there. Not a lot of people going to talk about it. The people that got affected the most ain't going to get a check. They're going to try to promise them they're going to get money in the future. The investigation going to take many, many years. You're going to have black people still waiting on you, still listening to you, talking about you're going to get to their money. It's the same play they run all the time. It's the same play, giving black people hope. Oh, I'm about to get a check. When will I get a check? Well, we're still doing an investigation, but still vote for me. That's what it is, man. These things don't happen quickly. These things give black people a little bit of hope. Oh, I'm about to get a check. I'm about to get a bad day finally looking out for me. And it never comes. It never comes. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, people think rocking. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description below. Hit the notification bell to see all new videos. Also, too, we got the Monday through Friday, 10:21 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got the No Filter Morning Show. Make sure you tune in. Tune in, man. Tune in. Lock in. I appreciate you guys in the future and now. I'm out.